Okay, guys, it's a new week down here in my lab. The cabinets came. We had a small snag with the shelves. As you can see, they're not up because these walls have steel studs. So I could get some extra hardware to mount these extra long shelves. But I wanted to show you a video to prove for you once and for all that magnetism is continuous and that there are not really truly field lines. First of all, let's show you the magnetism in this. This is magnafilm. Okay, and you look here. There's the neodymium. Look at that. So you can see exactly where there's a split between the two poles. Right. So there's one pole. There's the other pole, and that's where there is a canceling out. All right, so if I rotate the cube onto its end. Down there you can see, and you can even see the edge currents. See the edge currents all the way around? Good, okay. All right, so now, if I take this pre-magnetized metal needle that I fashioned, this is out of the Hawking's Field Guide, okay, and I go like this. All right, now look here. It's aiming off to the side, and it's wanting to go to the poles. As I go over top, of course, it goes in the toroidal shape, and it follows the field line, and it does it continuously. Okay, there's nowhere where it just stays there forever. Now it pops back and forth, but that's because the magnetic field strength changes. And if I rotate this onto its pole end, you can see how attracted it is to the pole. So it's going straight in there. But if I go over here, you see it's continuous. So there's nothing to disconnect. So how could you reconnect it? You can't reconnect it. What you can do is you can have places where the magnetism cancels out. Now you can do this experiment at home. You get your own piece of metal, you get your own neodymium, or any magnet really. I got these steel magnetic balls over here. They do the same thing. And then you wipe the metal across the magnet for a while until you've temporarily aligned the steel or iron to the magnet, and just tie a string to the center of balance, and bada bing, you can do this experiment yourself. Okay. This is in the Hawking's Electrical Guide. Speaking of which, my magnetic universe paper is getting closer to being done. I'm in the quantum world now. All right, I finished all the relativity and new electromagnetism and everything like that. I've also completed the Vortex matrix multiplier. All right, so what makes it a Vortex multiplier is that I'm able to rotate the matrices, and also the spreadsheet has the ability to take the cross products. It took me a little bit to figure out how to do the cross product of two matrices because I had to think differently. It turns out, so you have a vector of 3, x, y, z, and your cross product with this, you end up with another vector, typically speaking. Well, what we wanted to do was, 3 vectors by 3 vectors, so it ends up with 9 vectors coming straight up, like that. So it's a vector field that it produces. But I don't know, I haven't had Distinti look at it, so I don't know what he'll think about the cross products there, but I did create a 4-dimensional cross product, so I added the volume component. It was an XYZ, or what we probably would call a W component. And so that's done. And I'm going to be starting to work on the Saturn myth spreadsheet. That thing is going to be massive. So look for it. It is going to give us access to many cultures cross-referencing each other to the same Celtic cross symbol, etc., around the world. So that's what's going on this week, and of course I'm going to start ordering some supplies for doing electrical stuff. One of the goals here, we're going to be building like I got to get benches. As you can see, I don't have any work benches, but we're going to be building some electromagnets, for crushing cans and running transformers and like plug and play transformer. And that's the goal for the rest of the year, is to start building some of the basic components we need for doing other kinds of experiments. And then, after a number of months or even years of doing various experiments and teaching, I feel like it'll be pretty natural for certain invention ideas that I've had to be coming out. So that's part of what's the goals around here. At least I finally got the electronics off the floor. As you can see, the floor is actually clear. My desk got cleaned, so now I got a problem over there. But at least my desk is livable right now. Finally. All right, well, I hope you have a good morning and that you enjoyed that experiment. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.